Hello everyone. So in this talk, I'm going to talk about like what are the possibilities of GIS and where is the market opportunities are going around that one. It not be fully technical talks. It is like kind of understanding the use cases, what are people are building around that, and how the Postgres, which is having the extension called PostGIS, can be used to empower that and build a GIS application. So that's how the title of so called that harnessing the power of the Postgres for the GIS. So before that, let me just introduce myself. So as he is mentioned, my name is Avinash Shashikant Dalvi, but people call me Avi. I'm a senior software engineer at Eagleview. Eagleview also in GIS domain in the imagery side. At the profession, I'm a full stack developer and AWS community builder. It is selected by the AWS. So also along with that, co-organizer for Docker Bangalore meetups, and I do multiple community contribution, volunteer, and to speak in a multiple community events also. And here the blogs, the Internet Katta, where I keep writing the blogs. It's almost like from last 13 years I'm writing the blog. It's about all learnings, experience, and the failure what I have gone through the last 12 years, like, and my portfolio. Okay, so let's go to the just keep it to that one. So I have kept like the similar kind of sense of that particular GIS. So we are going to route like this one, start with the GIS, understanding the trend, and then what are the types will be there, PostGIS and functions and use cases. So some of the technical thing I might skip it due to the time restrictions, but we'll see that how the time goes on. Okay, so he's a Waldo Tobler. He is a very special American geographer, cartographer also. What he said that, right? He said that everything is related to everything else. Means that to understand the GIS, nothing is a complex, okay? Because where you're standing here, that become your location, okay? And if a person is standing there, that become his location. So uniqueness is there. So everything is related to everything is, that is how he's saying that. In GIS, so we don't require any kind of a primary key to identify, okay, particular land or particular piece of the tile, okay, what is the primary key for that? Because the geo coordinate is still become the primary key for a particular that object. That's why he's saying that everything is related to everything else, but near things are more related to than the distance thing. Okay, so that's generally statement given by his about the GIS side. So let's understand first the fact about the GIS. What is there? I think maybe all of people might know the full form of the GIS, like Geographic Information System. So it's like a special tool that helps us to understand, analyze the spatial data. When I say spatial data, right? The data which talk about a geo coordinate. Okay, that will be always we have a geo coordinates along with that. So if a particular point I'm taking it might be one point, it can be a multi-point. So we'll talk about in the next slide what kind of data types will be coming across that one. So just to give a generalized statement and very close to a real life one, okay, which houses are closest to the park, what are the fastest route to deliver pizza, and what are the best place to plant the tree. And I think every one of our daily routines, we are already using the GIS our day-to-day routines, like, because we cannot live with our pizza delivery. Okay, we cannot live without a Grab in here Vietnam, in India, in the Uber, like that. So everyone is using GIS. Without a GIS, and even we are living with the Google Maps also. That's how exactly it works, right? So this is about the GIS. That's the fact about and reality about the GIS. So nothing like a complex, which is new topics has come across in industry. Nothing like that. So before I go talk to the next slide one, right? This is like a current market forecast is there up to the 2025. There are a lot of forecasting has been done by analysis team, but it's saying that like the market is going to be grow and is going to be grow by almost more than $14.5 billion by 2023. So there are a lot of the opportunities going to be come across it, and most of the countries, their government are investing a lot of the monies into the GIS domain, because if they wanted to configure all the data which is available to the GIS one, like example of property, investigations also, and cropping part, everything they wanted to do it by link it to the GIS side. And that is why this market is growing very fast and it's going to be a good, create more opportunity in like future. Okay, there is a disclaimer here, so I'm not a market expert. I'm just a learner. So whatever I found in a analysis PDF, I just grab it. Yeah, so this is some few fact about a few things currently what's happening in across the world. I have picked around that one. Like so, but title says that GIS is evergreen a trend. I will tell you why. GIS was there exists since our Earth has born. And it will be there, GIS, till the Earth will be here. So it will not go anywhere. Okay, there is a lot of technology trend will come and go away. Like earlier, used to have a computer, desktop, then computer, then a mobile, a laptop, right? Now is AI is going on trend everywhere. So the technology trend keep on changing it, but GIS will be there every time. That's how I'm telling about GIS is the evergreen trend. There are some people are doing like in India. There is a state called Maharashtra. They are doing a property bindings using the GIS. So all the property taxes can be paid and can be upfrontly. People know that how that is getting calculated also. So each property will have a unique property ID, and that will be linked to the geo coordinate. Currently, that system is not there in some of the places, so people are starting using that. So that can be very transparent to the people who are paying the tax one. So they are good initiative done by the Maharashtra government for that one. There's similarly a lot of things are happening in the world across also. And you can see this is from the news only. I pick up from the news report only, like these are the trends are happening in a GIS. And in America, like US is already using that GIS because in Eagle View, we sell a lot of things in US markets only. There are a lot of like solar roofing is there. The insurance claiming happened through GIS. Okay, there is a change detection happen, like somebody is encroaching the other's land. How can it detect through the AIML with the GIS data? That can be also predicted by this data. There are multiple products are there using the GIS, and already a lot of countries are spending around that one. This is another few fact about like recently Indian government started using the geo more and they're spending more on the like investing more on. They had done a geo summit also recently. So that's the one Twitter snippets is there. So let's support now a little bit some more understanding about the GIS type, right? So GIS includes the three data types. There are more, but the primary are the three data types which called about the point, lines, and polygon. When I say point, I'm standing here, that's my point. When I say line, if I want to measure something from here to that particular standee, that become a line here. But if I want to go beyond that, where we'll have a multiple point more than two, which is like from here to there, maybe triangular, maybe square one, it can be polygons also. So that become a polygon. So most of the time land will have a polygon, road will have a line object, where your meter number or the any water pipe will have a points along with that. So this is the example of that particular data type which comes in the GIS side. So what kind of format generally the data gets stored, right? So there are standard formats set by the geospatial information things, right? And S3 is one of the topmost company which define that everything here. So there are like GeoJSON, KML format. GeoJSON is a JSON file format where we can define that a particular GIS data into JSON format. I'll show you the one use cases how it can be look like that. The KML format, the shape format, and there are many more. But there are two formats are highly used, which is the GeoJSON and the shapefile one. So GeoJSON will be stored into in generally Postgres database, and the shapefile will be the file format. So in generally, if you want to transfer data of the any geospatial data, right, I can hand over that shapefile to somebody else just by transferring the file. That data will conclude of the map and the points, whatever data will be there around that. Yeah, so I was talking about GeoJSON side, like that this is the format of GeoJSON file. We will have a feature collection. So it will say that type of data type is a feature collection, and what kind of types will be there, it defined that whether it's a point, whether it's a line string or a polygon. So as I mentioned earlier, right, a point will have only one coordinate here, and the line will have a two coordinate, like this and this, like that. And the polygon will have a multiple based on the points it covers that one. This is a shapefile format. So whenever there is a shapefile is getting distributed to the one hand to the another hand, that will be in this format. So 4 files are mandatory. Like one is a DBF file, which consists of database values. One is a PRG, which actually showcase the map on that side. And the shapefile will have actual data and linking between your geospatial point. And SSX is the another next level of extension for that one. So when somebody is asking for shapefile data, has to be there the 4 file inclusion of that. Any of the file is missing there may not have the full-fledged data. So we'll have to ask again for that file. So make sure that whenever you're dealing with the shapefile data or geospatial data, this 4 file has to be there. Even if you convert from the GeoJSON to shapefile or any other format, KML format, that's how exactly works. The 4 files should be there for the conversion part. So we can have a multiple shapefile for that one, and you can club together with the one shapefile also. Yeah, so now main part is like PostGIS here. Why is the PostGIS there, right? So as this picture says that it's the fastest thing on earth, go like a cheetah. Okay, but yeah, it is true. Is there compared to the other database for a GIS support? It is very fast compared to because that support the special indexes and has a good kind of B-tree mechanism and index mechanism is there, which actually run the query faster compared to the other database for the geospatial data. There are a lot of other databases are available already. So PostGIS actually is the extension of the Postgres database. So you might have like learning from last 2 days about the Postgres in this room, right? So PostGIS is actually extension of PostgreSQL database management system, which actually store the special data. It can consist of type, indexes, and functions. So I'll just skip this history, so limited of time. Yeah, so this is one important slide of that here. As I mentioned my early talks also here, just now. Earth is your primary key and spatial is a universal key by itself. So make sure that when you're dealing with the geospatial data, your geo coordinate itself is a primary key. You don't require, you don't require any extra primary key to define that. When you have a column, automatically your coordinate becomes the primary key for that one. So that's another amazing part of the geospatial data. You don't have to worry about, okay, what my column will be there and what can be a primary key for that one. These are the functions available, which actually PostGIS has an inbuilt function compared to the other database. There are a lot of the functions are available, and one of the good part is like as some of the session has mentioned, right? PostGIS has one of the active communities to create a lot of extension, a lot of different support for that, and these lists are keep getting increasing every time, right? So these are common. I'll just walk through on the small functions like it's HT area. So if you have a GeoJSON there, you can just directly run the query with the HT area and the column where we store the GeoJSON values in a database, which will have that. It will automatically give the area part of that. So that's how exactly work. You don't need to write any separate function for that. The inbuilt function already is there. Same for the HT within also. Like example, if you want to find out which are the hospital within my area of zone, right? You can just write this query here and you will be able to get, let me see that, query is here. You can find out the within query. I can find, okay, my house geo coordinate and the within the area coordinates will be there. So accordingly, it will give a list of all the hospitals available within my area. The same is like work like I would grab while you're grabbing it, like when you play, it will pull the nearest drivers which is available to your location. So there are some more functions are available, like as I mentioned, right? Intersect, cover DB, cover disjoin, equal, overlap, touches, these unions are there, and there are many like that. This is how exactly that the PostGIS tables will be created, like create table, like simple like a MySQL or other database, like same like that we can do it. Only thing is we have to define the geography as the type of that and which other point you're going to store it, like whether points, lines, or polygon. So there are real world of GIS. I will quickly walk through on that. What are there? Where is exactly using this? Yes, the GIS is getting used into hardware and software, both industry, not like only software industry also. Along with that, different market segments are there, like agriculture, construction, transportation, utility, mining, oil and gas. So let's have a look into the like how healthcare can be used, right? I think Corona time, a lot of people have been developed a lot of application using the geospatial data to find out where is the vaccine is available in nearest hospital or nearest center around that, or where is actually the more density of the COVID patients are there that can be identified with the GIS data. So people have used this, and nowadays all pharma sector are utilizing this way. Agriculture, I think well known that cropping side, water management of the crop, everything can be used in agriculture. There are a lot of people are building the products around that. Yeah, so that's about my talk. Okay, you can scan this code. I have listed all the resources which is done by whatever research of this particular talk. It is available in a GitHub. All the list of the links available there. So you can scan this QR code.
Okay, thank you for flying through the GIS talk. There's a lot over here. Do we have time for questions? Any questions from the audience? Yes, GIS is a very specific subject. I have, since nobody has a question, I always have a question. What is the standard GIS system that you use, or Postgres comes with it when you actually use PostGIS, like the international standard?
International standard, there are different standards are there. The
Yes.
CRS standard you use it.
Yes.
So CRS 84 something there.
Something.
PRG 45.
Okay. All right. The other question.
PRG.
Can I ask another question? Okay. Is there a data type that supports the latitude and longitude, or you use just integer?
No, I didn't.
When you store the geolocation, is there a special data type that supports this in Postgres?
No, nothing like that. All data type which is under the GIS, like line, the polygons, and the point, anything can be there.
Correct, but the data type, when you define a table...
No, the data type is geometry.
Okay.
Geometry and geography. There are two data types are there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's the answer. All right. Thank you very much.